with the judge, some of the things that the judge
Oh
was
my,
saying.
that's exactly where I was wanting you to go. So I'm
Yeah,
thankful that you
yeah,
said.
and I haven't read, or I believe it's like 90 pages.
Hmm.
Her, I think essentially just kind of justifying her decision, right? Saying that EM's evidence is not credible or reliable, specifically choosing to say that EM did consent. And she didn't seem too concerned about the ordeal, which she went through, but was very concerned about the players. You
Hmm.
know, that came up a lot. And lastly, and I'll let you go, I'll let you go here, go off, but just like this piece of like, I guess, scolding EM for saying, I'm speaking my truth versus telling the truth. Like, this whole dance that is a trial is versions of truth, So anyway, please jump in, share
Yeah,
your
I'm
thoughts, love.
thankful that you mentioned this because I think what so many people were expecting was this kind of like misogynistic vitriol from public opinion, and then also like the rampant rape myth propagation and acceptance that we saw throughout the defense team's like cross examination of EM. Like 9 days, we saw just the proliferation of rape myths that we know to be untrue, but just continuously imposed upon her. And I remember reading some of the coverage and feeling sick to my stomach and going, how does this not fall under like rape shield protections? How does this not fall under things that are irrelevant and that are just harmful? And how are they allowed to go on? And I felt like there were pieces that were actually really crucial to EM's story that the judge dismissed in the process of the trial, like the text messages, Brett Howden's testimony that was very contradictory and very like riddled with um, untruths on his part, where his memory kicked in at specific points and then was absent in other points. Like there was no interrogation of that, but continuous interrogation of EM. And then I just really appreciate what you said because I felt like in the judge handing out that verdict, I think she went out of her way to really shame EM further and to double down on those rape myths that we saw throughout the trial. To call her testimony not reliable and not credible felt like a direct attack on EM, felt like a very intentional messaging to the broader community that I argue just makes them feel vindicated in their online hatred of EM. Like that, we can get into that later, but I've been
Yeah,
appalled
yeah.
by the stuff I've seen online and the way that people are just like going in on supporting five men that they don't know for reasons that I'm sure we can talk about.
We will,
Um,
yes.
yeah, but I, there's a book that I really encourage folks to read that I think really, really is relevant in this case, and it's by Catherine Higgins and Sarah Benet Weiser, and it's called Believability: The Politics of like Doubt and Truth. I can't remember the exact subheading, but it was written in the aftermath of the Johnny Depp Amber Heard defamation trial, and just so
Mm.
much of it is relevant to how we characterize who we see as believable and how that has fundamentally changed in the criminal legal system and then also the online court of public opinion. So